guys. Yo, what's up, good people? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So, really, babe? Wait. So, guys, today we have some food with us. Here is a jollof rice and fried chicken and fried plantain with us. Take a look. Jollof rice, fried chicken. This one is a Nigerian food. It's a meal prepared by a Nigerian guy, one of our Nigerian friends. So I've been longing to give my better half to try it. I really love the way Nigerians prepare their meals. So guys, our tonight video was to show you, or to, I want my boyfriend or to tell you the taste of jollof rice, how it tastes. Personally, I've tasted it before, so he have never tasted. So I want him to tell you out, guys. And today's we're just going to do a story time. We're going to take like 19 minutes to tell a story. How we survived our 2020 COVID-19 and what lesson we learned during that period, COVID-19, in the year 2020.
Going over into 2021.
Going over into 2021. So guys, stay tuned and hope you all are going to enjoy. So why can we do this? As we try our jollof rice. Jollof rice. I'm used to fries, but this one is a jollof rice. Yellow rice. Jollof rice. Fried plantain, chicken, and the rice itself. This rice is I think he's going to tell you guys. Let's do this. There you go.
She's talking a lot.
Really, babe? You put it one plate and you want to take the whole side?
The rice tastes good. I guess it's just some kind of yellow seasoning. I see some, I don't know what it is, parsley.
Parsley?
Some kind of bush on it.
I think that's parsley. And tomatoes.
Yeah, parsley or thyme.
Thyme. No, this one is parsley.
Tomatoes, you have thyme in it, but it'll stick there. Probably some peppers.
It is good, guys.
It's good. So, let's get into the pandemic story. It all started where, everybody heard about this virus over in China. It didn't hit Tatol as yet. Well, the BVI as yet. And from time I hear, let me see, I'm a environmental services technician at the hospital, right? So, from time I hear that, they have COVID-19 out there. From time I heard that there was COVID-19 out there, I work at a hospital, so I already know it's a pandemic. Therefore, it eventually hit the BVI. So I was thinking to myself, why not message the premier and ask him to stop the cruise lines and stuff, just to protect ourselves a little better. At this time we had tourists coming in and walking around still, cause we didn't lock down. What I know, maybe early January. Early January.
No, it was in March. January?
No, early January. Because remember, this was 2021, January. But they came when I went away. Stuff. Remember, we got down then.
So it was 2020, that's when the pandemic came. Mother came sometime in.
It was so long ago?
Yeah. because the pandemic, the whole story began, all the country was locked. We all went on lockdown in March. I don't really remember the date, but it was a 2020 March, where some were working, some were not working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Your mother them came in June, July day.
but they went back after my birthday, that's what you're saying.
This year, yeah. This year they went back.
I'm confused.
Yeah, he's confused. Actually, okay, the
I
thing.
feel like last year.
No, it's last year. The whole pandemic began last year, right?
2019.
2019, but still it wasn't
It
serious.
didn't hit the BVI
It didn't
properly.
hit the BVI properly, but the whole thing now came up in 2020.
That's why I say from 2020 January.
Yeah, 2020, yeah, January, but people are not serious. We're just being told, guys, take precautions,
Yeah.
you know. February,
Wash
now
your hands.
in March is when it hit her.
Yeah, that's when we actually went on lockdown. How long went on lockdown?
3 good
I think
months.
it's a good while.
A good while, guys.
And you know, we were thinking about all kind of different stuff about well, us who still were working because you know most places locked down.
Yeah.
I'm an essential worker.
Essential workers were working,
Yeah.
and essential workers were laid off. Yeah, so it happened that he was working, but me, I was laid off for a while. I didn't have a job at that time. Just home, sleep, eat, go to the toilet. Again, it was a lockdown. We really had no place to go. We wasn't really going to places like, you know. So it was eat, toilet, come back, bedroom, living room, kitchen.
But a little bit before that, let's track back a little bit. We missed something.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there were the phone calls where I was like, you know, you want to stay by me for the pandemic and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Because she wasn't living with me at the time.
I was living by myself.
So, I was like, hey, I basically live alone here in the house. It's big enough. You know, like, to spend the pandemic with me. 'Cause I know we weren't going to get to see each other for a good while.
For a good while because of the lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, so, with that being said, you know, we did the shopping and stuff. She's still shopping for back home and stuff, back where she was. And I was confused, like, why are you still shopping for the over there? Like, if you gonna be here, why you stocking up food over there? But I'm like, alright, whatever. It's your money. So, you know, we end up quarantining here. Place on lockdown. Thank God for internet. Because, as we said, my mother wasn't here, grandmother ain't here. We have our aunt downstairs.
Our cousin was there.
And
our
yeah.
sister was there.
So, you just watching me all of this.
Guys, I don't like spicy food, but this rice is spicy. So that's why you see me with a glass of.
And give her water next. So,
Nice.
so, you know,
Babe, do like this for me. It's hot. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, so guys, he begged me to come and live with him, just to quarantine with him for a couple days. Because, okay, at first we were told
so
that
3 months for a couple of days.
no, they said we were going to be on lockdown for 2 weeks. So stuff started coming worse, and the premier himself had to again renew the lockdown. So I came, we stayed together. Can I say quarantine together? Yeah. We quarantined together, By then, I can say, yes, I can say our relationship, was it still new? Not really new.
Not really new.
We were some months
But we still didn't know each other.
We didn't know each other
100%.
because it was like I live by myself, he live by himself. So the only time we'll see each other maybe during his off days or on my off days, and it's like I come, I visit him, we spend like a day, half a day, we are done. So we didn't really get to know each other that well in terms of character-wise, moody-wise, what he likes, what he don't like, my way of doing things and his way. I mean, there are some I knew because sometimes we used to communicate over the phone and sometimes we spend like a day together. Mostly, the least we could do was to spend like a day together.
Yeah.
At most. But during this quarantine period, we get to know each other, We get
3 good months?
3 good months, yeah. We got to learn one another, right?
Understand.
Yeah, understand someone's feeling, Because back then, and again at that time our relationship wasn't that. We had so much differences. Because I will say, I think because we are from different communities, different cultures.
Different cultures.
Because we find the way we deal with stuff were different, and the way I deal with, so most of the time we were in argument mostly.
That's part of getting to know each other.
So as we continued quarantine together, I got to learn him, know what he likes, what he don't like, how he cooks his food, how I cook my food, I prepare my meal,
Guys, most of this time during quarantine, only on my off days I would be home. Like home all day. I would be at the hospital for 12 hours, sometimes 3, sometimes 2. Sometimes I would be wondering, like, what's Sharon doing at home? All day, like, by herself.
Well, I'm used to being by myself. If
But,
I'm not working, I'm always a friend to my phone.
During the pandemic, I never come home and there was not food. There was always some kind of food. Even if it's food I didn't like, she would still do it. And I'm like, me like that.
Yeah,
me want that. I don't want.
Yes, before when I used to cook, it was like,
Her cooking was different.
It was like my cooking is different. I'm like, okay. Sometimes, okay, when I realized that he wasn't eating my food, so what I used to do, right? I will just prepare all the food. If it is potato, I will just peel the potato. If it is rice, I know I'm supposed to cook rice. If I know it's coming, only rice I will cook. Or sometimes I will be forced to go on YouTube or Pinterest to check on how to do the Caribbean food. Because, okay, sometimes it used to hurt me. I waste my energy. I put all my energy to cook food. Then when it comes home, it's like, I don't want it. Because I am a prego person, tomatoes. But he like to put ketchup
or
barbecue in most of his food. And if I have to cook with ketchup, I have to put like a little bit of sugar, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I don't really like it like that. So most of the time I will wait for him. So we cook together most of the time, and through that I get to, sometimes when he used to cook, I used to learn some from him. Okay, this is what he did, this what.
But understand, guys, when you work in 12 hours and you come home to no food,
Sometimes we used to get upset.
it could be frustrating.
But at a point I used to tell him, babe, most of the time I cook food and you're not eating. So the only best thing is, it will be best for you to come, then we cook food together. And through that, I was able to learn, okay, this is how my boyfriend like his food being prepared, Another thing we learned during that pandemic.
It was rough.
Another thing. I mean, it was really rough and tough on our side because at some point I was under depression. Basically, mostly because I was concerned about my job.
I was surprised she wasn't worried about her family back home, but her job.
I used to worry about my job, but this man here, I don't know what I will ever give you. I'm still thinking on what surprise or something that I will just do for him.
A child.
A child? Yes, I will give you children. Not only a child, but children. Babies. Not even a baby. Babies. God's fair life. When the time is, he said by himself, when the time is right. I mean, the thing is, right, sometime when he used to go work, he will leave the house like, like right now, like it will take like almost half an hour for you to reach to work, right, to get to work. Yeah. And what the first thing you will do once you reach at work, you will call me, talk. Okay, I will say most of the time I used not to be lonely, because if I'm not on my phone or with my family back home, he used to be on the phone with me. And he's at work, Sometimes when he see me stressing, he didn't really like to see me stressing. And he still don't like to see me stressing. He used to, even if you don't have, but he will still tell you something going to work out. So, I mean, this is one person that, I don't know. Even if you know that he can't make it, but he will just, he just live a life of, should I say I don't care? Not that I don't care that he's lazy.
The thing is, you cannot be going to church and not be leaving. So then what's the point? If you don't have something, you need this something, you don't see any ways of getting it.
Mm-hmm.
God can provide.
Yeah.
When we didn't have no food during this pandemic, we get food on top of food that we didn't need.
Exactly.
Okay? Like, that was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, one person will pull up with food because I think it had some kind of delays in delivering the food. So it was like, okay, we call it 4 days ago, nobody come to give food. Mm-hmm. We hungry. This is like 24 hours. How much hours is that?
Yeah, we call it first day to order food because we were running out of food because when the government decided to extend the lockdown. At this point now we're running out because we had shop for certain time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I don't think they were letting us out to shop as yet.
No, all the supermarkets were closed, and also even if when the government allowed, at some point they allowed people to go and shop, and this time they were going with names to a point where some last name, to a point whereby some were even not getting food on time. If let's say my last name start with Z, I'm running out of food. I have to wait for all the A's,
Go straight down.
the B's, the C's. I mean that I don't think that it was, if it is A, it was only A. That's how the government was doing, which at that point I didn't think it was right. Because down here, I think we don't have enough supermarkets, because this island is too small. The island is too small. Yeah,
The good thing was,
we survived.
I'm an essential worker, so I had my ID, I would get you into the shops
The shop
in and out faster.
it was easy to access.
So when I go in, I would be like, okay, let me call her, baby, what you want me to pick up? Sometimes she want me to pick up all kinds of things that ain't necessary. Oh, pick up yam, pick up tanya, pick up banana. Really? You ain't gonna say rice, you ain't gonna say bread. You know what I mean?
I'm an African. I was raised with simple food.
I don't understand.
I
Bread.
was raised with
cheese.
greens. You normally call actually we feed on kales, but I normally call my kales rabbit food.
Rabbit food.
If he sees me eating the kales, he will tell me I'm eating rabbit food. Like seriously, you don't know that the food that made me whom I am today. I grew up with that.
Well, I mean.
Yeah, guys, we overcame that, and through that I learned. Okay, this is how it spends. Because for me, when it comes to food, buying food, I do. I buy food. When it comes to shopping, I shop.
She do. A lot of
Shop.
food. I'll be like, we don't need all of this.
I shop different kind of food. I love.
Big bottle of oil.
But when I was living with myself, I used not to do that because I was one person. But now here you are two people. So you shop for different kind of food. Because if you are one person, at least you can understand. But you are two people, I don't know if, for him, maybe if he eat chicken for 3 days, eventually you get.
Yeah, something else. Next.
Yeah.
Give me some fish or some lamb chops or
So
something.
I would prefer, if we have to shop for fish, chicken, ribs, lamb chop,
I don't eat pork, so that's out of the question.
beef, ground beef. Shop for all different kind of food, and make sure there's a Sprite there.
For her. Me,
So
I don't really worry about which drink.
I had to learn his kind of way of shopping, doing grocery, and how he budgets himself. That one also taught me a lot. Another thing was argument.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, we used to fight. I don't hit. That's one
Not
thing
fight
about me.
physically, but fight as in we argue.
I don't ever hit. I don't care how mad I get. I prefer to just walk away. Go someplace else.
Yeah, that's his kind of way of dealing with stuff. Like, okay, before, when we had first met, my boyfriend used, me, I'm a person, when you upset me, I would rather choose to, be quiet with you like 2 to 3 or 4 days. But for him, that is not his way. If he can't get me, he will better go and find someone who can easily get me, talk to me. But that's what
the thing is, Sharon's stubborn. She don't want to hear what you have to say, but you gotta listen to what she have to say. And that used to frustrate my soul. I'm like, so you could talk and you could explain yourself, but when I'm trying to explain, you don't want to hear me. Alright, let me go to somebody who she would listen to. You know what I mean? Cause I need you to understand. You know what I mean?
But also there I learned something, right? I learned, cause one day me and him fall out. Like I wasn't talking to him because of what I had. It's like he tell one of my friends something, and the way that friend went and tried to explain the thing, she or he say gave out the information in an opposite way or the way I didn't, So when he went to one of my friends to talk to and tell them why Sharon is this and this, not talking to me, yeah, and a friend came to me and asked me why am I talking to him, and I'm like, that's what he tell you. Did he tell you what happened? So what really upset me, right? My man here spoke to my friend, right? And okay, he really believed that that person was going to help him, right? That the person was going to help him. But I don't know. Once he explained to the person what happened and he went away, the person now tried talking bad about him in my presence. And that one annoyed me most. So what I learned there, what I really learned during that moment was, if you and your girl are not in good terms, okay, there are certain people you can look for to help you or to advise you, right? Because at that time when me and he fall out, some people are telling him, look for next girlfriend. Is it a must? I was also told the same thing. Get another boyfriend. Some people are telling him, mostly those people who he was going talking to, look for next girlfriend. I said, okay. So I had to calm down, and it frustrated it. I said in my mind, right? I think I need to go back, and we just need to reconcile too. Cause I was done frustrated. How is this person talking bad about my boyfriend? My boyfriend came to him for help. He was to give him help and go silent, not to give him help and talk about him, which is wrong. If you offer to help person with one mouth, one heart. You understand? I said, you know what, I need to sit down and go and talk to him. We spoke, and we reconciled, right? So the pandemic taught us, we had to learn how to, at this time now, during the pandemic, the resolution we made, whenever we fall out, a day should not pass before we reconcile. Or right. Even if it, okay, yeah, me and him will argue and, fuss and, sometimes I might be angry, because, okay, there's a way that this young man deal with our situation. Whenever we argue, because all of us are hyper, two of us. He's hyper, I'm hyper.
It depends on the situation.
On the situation. You would rather walk out, or you would rather talk to his mother or the grandmother, because that's how he focuses and he catches himself. Then for me, cry, listen to music or sleep. But mostly if it is something that hurts, I will cry and sleep. Then when I wake up in the morning, we'll talk about it. Or sometimes we normally speak about it before we sleep. Sometimes. But mostly we don't let 2 days passes before we talk about what happened. We reconcile. That one also we learned during the pandemic.
And we were living together, so we had to.
Together, so we had to, me and he curse, we fall, Yep. We call ourselves into meeting after argument and serious. We cook. After we cook, we have something, or we take our small juice receipt there, and we like, babe, you did this and this, and it gave me upset. I am sorry. I apologize. That's how we learned how to maintain our love and sustain our relationship.
Yep.
Another thing we learned. What else we learned about together?
Well, we are 30 minutes now, so that ain't bad.
Another thing we learned together. But the only thing we don't, what should I say? There's one thing common in us, right? You have a lot of female friends. I have a lot of male friends.
Do I have a lot of female friends?
Yeah,
Do I?
yeah.
Really and truly, do I?
Like, okay, mostly, let me say when you go on your Facebook. No, you taking my juice.
You're drinking it.
Mm,
That makes sense?
drink it. Yeah.
You see why the argument is coming now?
No, he's stealing my juice, which is not right. You're supposed to beg for me.
So you want me to go for more?
No. Yeah. We all have female. I have male friends. You have female friends. At some point, I used to get jealous and mad at my man whenever I call women. At some point,
Yo.
I used to feel like he's cheating on me, but okay. At that point, I don't know.
Somebody do have something in her past.
I don't
That's
know
all
what
it is.
happened, but most of the time when he was speaking to this, he used to first make sure he introduced me to them. I don't know why I was feeling bad.
If I introduce you to somebody, obviously.
I don't know. This is one person that is never shy about me, is never hiding me anywhere. He will introduce me whichever, who or any other person he meets on the way. Sometimes I don't feel it's good for him to just put me there in public. Again, I also
But
learned
look
the
right
same
now, she in
thing.
public speaking on camera.
You can imagine that, right?
I don't understand.
Yeah, this is one person, and that's one thing I like about him. We have some men that they will tend to be, playing smart. They date you underground. They don't want to show off you, we like it. Yeah, that's one thing I like about this man of mine. He's never shy about me. He's never afraid. He's just proud.
Am I?
You're proud of me?
Am I?
I think yes. Yes, I don't think yes.
Action speaks louder than words.
Yeah.
I realize she's a good girl. She says she's worrying about what everybody else think and what everybody else can say. She's a good girl.
She's a good man. He's a good man. He's a good man too. And one thing we always pray, right? I know some people are out there watching us, see us break. You understand?
I want to catch one of our fights on camera. I don't know if that will be possible. But knowing her, she wouldn't want that out there. But one of these days.
We don't really fight, but we argue.
It's not a fight like physical. But,
We argue.
I might say one or two words that make her cry. If you don't like the pot on the stove, leave. That's all.
Yeah. And what also always make us in this our relationship is prayers.
Going to church.
Going to church.
That's another thing. Let's touch on that topic while we're here. We almost, already reached how much? 33 minutes, 34 minutes. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. She is not. You know how they say that equally you have to be Seventh-day Adventist to Seventh-day Adventist, Sunday with Sunday. It don't have to be. As long as y'all both believe in the same thing, I can't stop her from going to the church that she accustomed are going to. That would be wrong of me. I could tell her, okay, maybe this day is the wrong day. Or she could tell me maybe, well, we could talk about it. But I wouldn't say, oh, you have to come over. Or I have to go over. No. None of us have to go over to each other. unless we want to. So it's not like I force you to do something or she forced me to do anything.
Sometimes I will go to his church. We go to his church. If it's on a Saturday,
Yeah.
we go to his church. When it comes to Sunday, we go to my church. We
That's
don't
all.
really.
And it's no fuss, it's no fight. I mean, it's church. At least we're going to church to praise one God, the same God. So
We're not perfect. We're not 100 perfect. We make mistakes, but we try to correct the mistakes that we make. Sometimes, most of the time, and
Yeah.
I find it. I'm not that strong in prayers. It's not that strong in prayers, but we try to be. We try to help one another. If I cannot understand what I'm reading in the Bible, you will help me. If you don't understand and I understand, I will try to help him. I mean, that's how we do.
yeah,
Yeah, guys, that's all. How was the jello fries, babe?
it was good.
Jello fries.
Jollof. You have to send this video to the guy who made. The food is good.
Yeah.
It's really good. As you can see, the plantain is completely on. By the way, that's another thing. We got so much to touch on, but I don't want this video to go over 40 minutes. You just eat plantain?
I used not to eat plantain.
Exactly.
When I first came in the BBI, in Totola, I used not to eat plantain. I don't know.
Sharon couldn't stand plantain.
I couldn't stand plantain because I am eating banana. Why you have to fry the banana
No.
for me to eat? No? Lord have mercy.
No, you fry plantain. The plantain gone before it even finished.
We normally curse about that. My boyfriend, whenever I cook the plantain,
Yo.
because sometimes we'll cook the plantain and it cover the pot like this for me not to take the plantain. So sometimes, or slap off my hand not to take. But who is Sharon? You can,
You can just be who you are, that's all.
I will just be who I am. I come and tip the plantain around. Yeah.
Long neck giraffe.
Long neck, yeah. Anyhow, babe, I love you.
Love it.
Actually, guys, today we are celebrating our anniversary. Our month-anniversary today. We are 2 years, 3 months. We made it 2 years, 3 months today.
But they coming soon.
We are thankful to God about that. It's not easy.
Living with her. Say, especially living with me.
It's not easy being in a different culture, especially in the relationship, but we try.
Well,
Yeah. We argue, we curse,
yes,
we have
slap her.
misunderstanding, we bite one another, we slap up, but we
I never slap her. She slapped me. Get it? Don't tell nobody I ever slap you.
Yeah, you slapped me the
When?
other day, you forget. When you hit me hard
When?
in my body. Yes, guys, we're gonna wrap up this video at this particular time.
Don't forget to like, share, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time that we post.
A video.
Right. We want to be out ahead.
Bye.
To say.